Down from Diamond Now Coaching and Entertainment for coaching link down below. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk about these five Taoist enlightenments or realizations. You know what I'm saying? When you fully understand these and practice them and live them out, I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be damn near an enlightened sage for real. You know what I'm saying? You might become an Egyptian pharaoh for real. If you want some more information about this whole stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look up Tao of Immortality by Montauk Chia. Solid, son. It's a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk more about all that type of stuff, though. I'm gonna mix it with everything, cause like all the cultures know about this. But aside from that, let's hop into the Taoist truth, bro. Stay tuned on my channel if you want more of this type of stuff. But anyway, yeah. So the first realization, right, is that you have a spirit and a soul. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what most people actually end up hitting. They don't even usually hit the other four. You know what I'm saying? But what that pretty much means, right? Your spirit, right? How they're defining it in this sense is the energy that actually gives you life. The reason why you're able to become an alive being was actually conscious stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, your soul, right? Your soul in this sense is like your personality before the body, like your intrinsic personality that you have that makes you develop a certain kind of way and stuff like that. And yeah, that gives you your natural tendencies, that gives you your quote unquote mission inside life, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how they define soul. The second realization, right, is that your spirit is divided into five separate infant spirits within inside the physical body, which reside energetically inside the five vital organs, that being the heart, the liver, the spleen and stomach being counted as one dawn. You know what I'm saying? The lungs and the kidneys. And each infant spirit corresponds to one of the five elements: fire, wood, earth, metal, and water, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Fire is the heart, wood is the liver, you know what I'm saying? The spleen and stomach is earth, you know what I'm saying? The lungs are metal and the kidneys are water. Now, with that being said, right, what does that even mean? It pretty much means that you have intelligences that are inside your body. You have your one intelligence splits into separate intelligences within inside this body, and they reside within inside the organs. You know what I'm saying? These intelligences make you think and feel certain ways. Like, for example, your liver deals with anger and kindness. Your heart deals with love, joy, also hate, hastiness. You know what I'm saying? Now, these intelligences are undeveloped most of the time, which is why they're called baby spirits. You know what I'm saying? They're baby intelligences that reside within inside your body, you know? And most people don't even realize that they have separate intelligences inside them. But they kind of peep it when they realize, like, dang, like, I have a part of me that wants to do good for myself, but sometimes I also want to do bad for myself. You know what I'm saying? One of your organs, you could be, acting that way for a certain kind of reason, which you can start cleansing and stuff like that. Because the third realization, right, is that it's a conscious decision to train and raise your spirit and soul to gain their knowledge and wisdom, taking responsibility for them, knowing that they never die, but that if you do not feed, aka train them, they will never grow. They will instead remain undeveloped and move on to another physical body after yours dies. So what that pretty much says is that you realize after you have these after you realize, dang, I have these different intelligences inside me that think and feel and act in certain ways. Once you peep that, you're like, okay, it's my conscious decision to actually, train these and develop these. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's never gonna die, but if I don't develop it, it's never gonna move on to a higher state. You know what I'm saying? And then the fourth realization after you peep that, you're like, okay, well, look, I need to find a practice that's going to train and grow my spirit and soul. Now, one of them is, the Universal Healing Tao system. You just look up the Universal Healing Tao at Montauk Chia. You know what I'm saying? Montauk Chia talk about the Tao immortality, all this Tao stuff. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much all that's saying is that you need to find a practice that helps you train and nurture these intelligences to become wiser and stuff like that, to think clearer and to produce better emotions. You know what I'm saying? Now, to do that, right? I made a video about how to start your spiritual journey that kind of deals with this. And also, spiritual life coaching can help. I can help you find a practice for yourself that helps and works best for you, because I know a whole bunch of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, it's like, just try to find something that helps you actually grow and evolve spiritually. It helps you develop these intelligences and helps you think clearer and produce better feelings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the last realization, right, is that you are born to have a free spirit and soul. So you are born to be able to be free to experience whatever you want. But that doesn't mean always just acting off your desires, because if you're always acting off your desires, are you really free or are you controlled by your desires? And these desires aren't even usually of the soul or the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Most of the unhealthy things that you would probably think of when I say you can experience whatever you want, most of those unhealthy, quote unquote, bad things are usually coming from of the body. And yeah, your spirits reside within inside of the body, but that doesn't mean that the intelligences that made up the body are also the same as your spirits. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, your spirits, right? You know how like sometimes you act like a good person, sometimes you act like a bad person. So pretty much just think about it like that, bro. Your spirits that reside inside the organs are like the more good parts. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't nurture them and your organs get clouded and they're not pretty and they're not healthy and they're not functioning properly, and also you deal with trauma that makes trauma get stored inside the organs. You know what I'm saying? That makes you act in a negative kind of way. But it's not like you have negative spirits. It's just that your spirits are not intelligent enough to actually work through what's going on with inside these organs. So when intelligence acts itself out, aka when you have a thought, you're pretty much acting out the intelligence that you already have, aka you're pulling from your memory and producing a thought. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, your memory is a group of intelligence. Inside your organs get stored memory, emotions, all this kind of stuff from your outside life. Now, if your organs are clogged with all these negative emotions, your intelligences can only pull from these. You know what I'm saying? It can only pull from what you have inside there, which is always negative. So you're going to be having negative thoughts and emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because a thought is just intelligence acting itself out. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you're born to be able to be free. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to just experience whatever you want, do whatever you want, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't, like I said, mean always just acting off of what you always, quote unquote, think you want to do. Because often what you want to do is not being based off of your intelligences, but just being based off the fact that you have certain information inside the body that's negative. And pretty much you're pulling from that information instead of clearing that information, purifying it, and also training your spirits to be able to actually properly think and cut through all the negative information and then express themselves in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you want to know more about how to like clear the organs and stuff like that, bro, I'm telling you, Montai Chia talked all about it, where he got it inside his books. I'll talk about it in videos and stuff like that also, because there's the energetic practices, which are freaking solid, and you also have like physical stuff, like literally detoxing your body. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you that energy work stuff, I'm telling you, son, yo, solid, bro. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, bro. Like I said, if you feel like you need some help finding you a practice that can help you nurture your spirits and stuff like that, you could always just book a session with me, or just watch that video about how to start your spiritual journey, because pretty much I explain the main practices that kind of help you nurture yourself anyway. And also, if you watch the video about spiritual wisdom, as you become wiser, you're gonna start knowing what you got to do for yourself anyway. So those videos help. I got the videos, I got the coaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop more videos. Shoot, I put out the courses. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? I got everything you need. Just stay with your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's been your boy Dot from Diamond Out Coaching and Entertainment. If you want to support the channel, I have a Patreon down below. The $5 one has an insight into my life. The $10 one is a book club along with the insight. You can also send donations to my Cash App. Hey, yo, at some point I'm gonna cover the Tower of Immortality probably inside the book club. So I mean, shoot, you could hop inside that too. Don't pressure me fully, because what I want to start doing is I want to start reading all the books fully, and then just like dropping mad vids on that Patreon, son. Like, yo, I'm reading over 10 books right now at the same time, and I'm retaining all the information, because the way that I did it, bro, is solid. I'll talk about it on my Patreon on the $5 one. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about how because that's the insight to my life. I show you how I move, how I navigate and stuff like that. I give some insight to what I be doing and stuff like that. All that good stuff. Like I said, links down below for coaching down below. It's been your boy Doc.